FreeCAD 1.1 has been released on the 24th of March 2026 after 1 year and 4 months of intense development. I'm Tom with the FCB Launch channel, and in this video I will guide you through the most important improvements to the core part of the software. This video will be followed up with independent videos showcasing the improvements of the Draft Workbench, BIM Workbench, TechDraw Workbench, and Spreadsheet Workbench. If you are interested in new features of the part design, assembly, or sketcher workbenches, I would recommend you to watch the Delta Hydra video with the overview of news in FreeCAD 1.1, which showcases the new features in a nice overview. Or if you want to know more in-depth look in the new features, I recommend you to watch Mango Jelly's Solutions for FreeCAD playlist about the new features in FreeCAD 1.1. Links to both of these will be in the description box of this video. So let's take a look at the most important features of the core of FreeCAD. Now when you open FreeCAD 1.1 for the first time with the default settings and you open a new file, immediately you will see that the task panel is here on the right side and it's in the overlay mode, which means that if there's no text, it's transparent. You can of course leave it here if you want to have it on the place that it was there in the FreeCAD 1.1. You can drag it like so over this panel and now it's in the old place. I recorded a video about the panel's behavior, so if you are interested in that, you can watch the video where I go into further detail about the behavior of these overlay panels. One great new feature is new command hints, which are in the status bar. So let's say if I started a sketch, Sketcher opens up, and if I start a command, you can see hints which tell me the options of this command that I currently have. So it depends on which command you have turned on, and you can actually see that it differs between the state of the command, and it gives you information about the options of the command. So this is really great. It's not yet fully implemented to all of the commands, but most of the commands have these hints implemented. Another great new feature is the boolean parameter switching. So if you had a boolean parameter, that means it's yes and no, or false or true. In previous versions of FreeCAD, in FreeCAD 1.0, you had this false or true, and if you want to switch it, you had to click it, specify the true, and then click away to have it applied. Whereas in FreeCAD 1.1, you just click the no or yes, and it switches immediately. So this is great time saver in my opinion. Another neat feature is when you are creating your custom property. So I right click here, choose add property. This dialog has been streamlined and the value has been added here immediately, so you can immediately add value. So I will type in new, and you can also immediately insert expression, and in the expression editor you have got these basically tooltips in which you can cycle through with your keyboard. So it's much easier to work with these add properties dialog, and once you add one, the dialog does not close, so you can add several properties more quickly. Now the next new feature is called Clarify Selection, and it's also great because it enables you, if you have a more complex model and you have got a complicated selection, if you left click your mouse for longer than 1 second, a Clarify Selection opens up and you have got options of selecting objects, each of the objects which were under the mouse. So if I go to object, you can see that my mouse was hovering over these objects and I could select the table easily. I can also do it like this, and instead of the whole object, I could also just select one of the faces. So I know that I wanted to have this face selected, so I can do it like that. So you can either invoke this command by left clicking and holding the left click for longer than 1 second, or also by using the GG command shortcut. And the setting of this tool is in Preferences. If you go to Preferences and then Display and Navigation, here is the Clarify selection. You can disable it, or you can adjust the long press timeout so it could be less than 1 second or more than 1 second. So this is pretty slick. Now a tool that got improvements is the transform tool. So if I run it on the bed, you can see that now you have got much more control over where the gizmo is placed, because by default the gizmo is at the origin of the object. And let's say I wanted to rotate the bed around this corner. I could actually, instead of object origin, I could use the center of mass or centroid, but here I will use custom. And now you can see when I move my mouse, it's snapping to each individual object. So I will place it here in the corner. Now it's picked. Now I can use the gizmo to rotate the bed. So this is cool. And then you can also use this new tool, move to another object. So if I click it, I will move it to another object, but you have to be careful about the orientation of the other object. So if I place it here, you can see again the bed will be rotated because it will align with the axis of the other object. So now I will cancel this. Another tool that got improvements is this quick measure. So if I have object selected, it gives me quick information about the basic measurement. But now I can select two objects. So if I with control select these two, I will get the distance between these two. So I can easily also select, let's say, this vertex here, and with control this vertex here, and I've got distance from these two vertices. And I think previously it was also not giving information about the rounded faces. So this got improvement, and also there were some small improvement in the standard measure tool. Now there are also two new navigation styles, and these are SolidWorks and Siemens NX. So if you come to FreeCAD from these two, you can easily switch to these navigation modes. And there are also new orbit styles, and these are rounded Arcball and Trackball Classic. The rounded Arcball is the default one now. I'm not exactly sure how these differ from others. Apparently it's the behavior when your mouse is close to the edge of the screen, but I'm used to using the turntable or free turntable, so I can tell you can test these out and see if they fit you. What's new is the new 3-point lighting system. Previously there was only 2-point lighting system, and you can set this up in Preferences, in Display and Light Sources. You can either turn on or off these lights, and you can change their positions or color, but the default setting is pretty good. And this is quite a big improvement, especially when looking at flat faces. When you have got the light theme in FreeCAD 1.0, this sometimes led to this face being white, but now it works pretty well. So this is also quite a big improvement that might not be visible at first sight. Now another improvement is that you can undock TechDraw and Spreadsheet tabs. So previously this was not possible, but now if you go to View, Document window, you can undock even TechDraw or Spreadsheet view, and you can place it on your second monitor. So this is really nice. Now if you use the default settings of FreeCAD 1.1, don't be surprised by having not so many workbenches enabled by default in the drop-down menu. The list was reduced, but you can easily add all the workbenches that you use in preferences. These have been deselected by default, so they are still available. No workbenches were left behind. Now another really cool new feature in the preferences is this search option. So now I can search, let's say, text, and all of the options of where the text string is are displayed here. So now it's much more easier to find the desired option. This makes working with the preferences dialog much more streamlined. And what's new in preferences is also on the display UI, you've got this new theme editor where if you open it, you can go nuts in setting up your FreeCAD theme. So if you enjoy tinkering with how FreeCAD looks, you can use this theme editor. Another new option in the settings is the setup of the start dialog, where you can set which recent files are here. So if I will go to Edit, Preferences, and then go to Start, here the first option is that I can disable showing these examples, which previously were always there. If I'm not interested in that, I can uncheck that one, and I can also show additional folder for contents. Not only the recent files, but if I'm interested to always show a certain folder here, I can select it. I can select it here. So now if I hit OK, I will have to restart FreeCAD to not see the examples, but you can fine-tune your start dialog so you have the files here that you need. Now a feature that got big improvement that I'm quite ecstatic about is the default C++ DXF importer. So this one, first it got this simplified import options, which gives you the basic options of how you want to import your DXF parts, and the import got much better. It has got support for blocks, much better support for layers. So basically there is not much reason to use the old Python DXF importer. I will be creating an independent video about the new DXF importer improvements. Now these are the highlights of the core improvements in FreeCAD 1.1, but there are many more improvements. I recommend you to read the release notes of the release. They are linked in the description box below. Thank you goes to all of the developers and other people who contributed to this great release. And if you want to support the future development of the FreeCAD, you can donate to the project. The donate is on the FreeCAD page. Here is the donate button, and you have several options how to donate. Now I would also recommend you to help FreeCAD development team in another way that doesn't cost you anything, and that is by installing the telemetry add-on, which is available in the add-on manager. If you search for telemetry, this opt-in add-on sends anonymized telemetry information about the usage of FreeCAD on your machine. It gives them basic information like the theme that you are using, the system that you have, or the screen resolution that you use. There are no sensitive information sent to the FreeCAD team, so I would recommend you to install this add-on so that the FreeCAD development team knows how the software is used, and then they can make informed decisions about the future development direction. As stated in the beginning, I will be releasing a video about the news in the draft workbench, in the BIM workbench, in the TechDraw workbench and Spreadsheet workbench. So if you are interested in these news, subscribe to the FCB Lounge channel. I hope this was useful, and I will see you in the next one.